lesbian, although she has yet to tell me that. Alright, moving on. Okay. Let's build more units. Just move them up here, and then on the following turn, I think I will launch. Well, I'll attack this area here first, and then go for the capital after. Although, capital is not going to be easy to take, it seems, if it's anything like the other ones I had to take. And I can largely in part ignore all of this up here anyway. Okay. So I'm tavern. Do I want to build anything in here? Could build another war factory, but kind of useless at this point. Yeah, I don't really need anything right now. So we'll just end this turn, see what happens. Oh, so he destroyed one of my parliament buildings. Oh well. Okay. More mercenary cards. And Edmund has leveled up, so when I use him as a captain for my battles, he'll do better from now on, I guess. Okay. Let's see who wants to talk to me in the bar. Hopefully it's Scarlet. Oh, it's Henry. What does he want?
What the hell is the matter with Scarlet? Here we're having some extracurricular horizontal recreation, and suddenly she bails on me. I tell you, she must have knocked her head against the door and started liking girls all of a sudden. No woman denies herself my affections from one moment to the next.
Wow. I mean, Scarlet hasn't been the most subtle, but I mean, I think she swings the other way, Henry. Oh well, poor Henry. He's, yeah. Where is she? Is she in the royal chamber? Or is that just Maxos that wants? Oh, she is in here. Maybe to get away from Henry.
Damn that loudmouth, Henry.
Yeah.
I'll emasculate him with a pair of pincers if he doesn't hold his tongue. We've been having a bit of fun, you know. Casual-like. But, now I told him that the fun's over, he's telling everyone I must be into girls all of a sudden because that's the only explanation for rejecting a true blue man like him. Filthy pig.
I'm pretty sure you are into girls, though, Scarlet.
How dare he? How? But... oh, fudge, what's the use? Why would I stand here and pretend before the dragon, the ruler of worlds? Never have I said this to anyone, Commander. But it is true. I am a lesbian. There. The die has been cast.
Yes! Success! That's all I was waiting for. Alright. I knew it.
When I was 16, you see, I first fell in love with another girl. But when my parents found out, they were furious. Threatened to disown me and sent me to military school. They vowed that if I'd show any sign of being attracted to another girl ever again, they'd never more show me kindness or affection. That is the secret I've lived with ever since. I force myself to sleep with men, but it is all a farce. A hollow way of ever so shallowly satisfying hidden, unacknowledged needs. I was forced to live a life of lies, and believe me, I can handle it, but I can't bear to have my real nature dangled in front of me as a means of mockery.
You have carried a heavy secret with you, Scarlet, but it is safe with me. I have a quiet word with Henry for what it's worth. I do hope you find happiness one way or another. Though I appreciate you confiding in me, I never asked to be informed of such... Alright, that's a little bit rude, so I would definitely go with this first option here.
Thank you, Commander. To have your support means a great deal to me. More than you can imagine. Perhaps one day I'll be free. Free to be who I am. We'll see.
Alright, so it looks like all of my generals trust me now. Okay. I wonder what they have to say about this situation.
You know I don't hold a high opinion of men in general, Commander. But Henry does go out of his way to reaffirm what some would call my prejudices. I'm glad Scarlet saw the light and kicked him out of her bed. Even a girl as frivolous as her can do infinitely better.
And what about Edmund?
Ah, Henry. How his vagaries amuse me. A woman that rejects him must therefore not be interested in men, so goes his logic. As if one can blame any woman romanced by that buffoon to abstain from men forever.
Oh, Edmund, you're awesome. Alright. Okay, so... send... let's actually start our assault up here, I suppose. As I had planned beforehand. We will actually build some more units as well here. A couple Devastators, Imp Fighter, Fire Balloon, a Zeppelin, oh, just one Zeppelin, and then 2 Shaman. Okay. Now, let's send pretty much all these units over here. And hopefully we'll be able to take this with 0 to no difficulty. Alright. Let's end this turn, see what happens. So it looks like just fighting on, yep, just that one area. Although Corvus doesn't seem to be retaliating very much anymore. Okay. So 100%, I'm not even going to bother fighting that because I may actually end up losing if I actually try to fight that. So 100% I will take it. And then next turn I'll attack the capital and hopefully win. And that should be the end of it. Emperor caught in intimate conversation with General Scarlet. She leaves a flutter, has an affair with Dragon. Unlikely, unlikely. Do I just get to... got a bunch of cards, cool. Alright, what's going on? What decision, what political decision do I have to make now?
Commander, I've pressed for unions, I've pressed for ecological measures, but at one point or another you've always blocked my proposals. So let me reiterate how highly we elves esteem the happiness of our populace. They deserve something in return for all the hard work they do for the good of the Empire. As it stands, they work 6 days a week, but I think that they should be able to have prolonged holidays. An entire month, in fact, to be spent at their leisure.
Entire month of holidays. I don't know about this. Sounds a little crazy to me. I'm sure Falstaff would be against it. I don't know what the imps would think, but let's see what
Balderdash? What kind of a fairy tale world does Oberon think we live in? You work for your daily bread, or you starve, and there's an end to it. Holidays indeed. They are the prerogative of potentates, not proletarians.
Of course. Alright, well let's see what my... it looks like I just need to help the elves a bit, but what about the undead?
The 7 scriptures are clear, Commander. 6 days shall you work, and on the 7th you shall relinquish your labor and pray to the gods. Nowhere does it say go ahead and wallow in sickening slothfulness for a month.
Yeah, that's right. And Prospero?
Holidays are a luxury we cannot afford, Commander. Everyone can have a year's leave after we've won the war, for all I care, but right now every man and woman in the nation should work for victory.
Mm-hmm. And the imps?
Goodness gracious me, Commander. A whole month without working? The amount of boredom would be lethal. No, no, no. I'll have none of those vile holidays.
Okay, so looks like you're outnumbered, Oberon, so declined.
It is easy for us nobility to deny the common folk leisure time, Commander. But how would you feel if the only thing you do is work, work, work? It takes effort to raise morale, you know. Too bad you don't seem to realize this.
Work, work, work. Alright. And in the bar, what's going on here? Is Scarlet gonna say something? Ooh, it is Scarlet. And Henry's here too. Alright.
When I see your face, it is like a beacon of light, Commander. Such is the relief that I have a person to confide in, that it feels as if I have been pushing a boulder uphill all my life, and that now I can finally let it go. Watch it tumble downhill and out of sight. Glory be to the Emperor, whom I may call my friend.
That's right. And Henry?
Don't worry, Commander. I didn't breathe another word about Scarlet and her ways. It's a relief to know I was right all along, though. When a woman says no to me, we all know what that means. Not interested in men. Period.
Oh, of course, Henry, of course. Alright. finish off the research here because I think we only have like 2 or 3 things left to research. Alright, so it looks like everything there, and I don't think there's any dragon spells I have left to research. I'm pretty sure I've got everything. Yep. So, nothing left to research, so... Definitely is... Oh, let's see if Corvus has anything to say before I annihilate his capital. Oh, hello, Corvus.
Once you are mine, dragon, once a blood servant you've been made, an entire world will go to sleep to wake no more. In endless dreams I shall appear, and Rivellon will hear only the howling of the winds, for nothing else will stir no more.
Mm-hmm. Except I'm about to annihilate your capital right now, so... Alright. Send those in. No, I can't get those up all the way. Oh well. Let's buy some more units here. And I don't really want to send everything over just in case he retaliates, but I do want to send the majority. Well, actually I have a lot of mercenaries, so we'll just leave one thing. Alright. Let's see what happens. So it looks like he's just trying to reinforce his capital. He's not really attacking me anywhere else. So he has a lot of units stationed here. But, alright, so I have a 73% chance to win here. I could auto-resolve it, but... What he's gonna play any cards, so... Zeppelins, enemies, hunters move slower. And 2 mercenaries. So I have cards as well. I have lots of cards. I can... bring in 2 Devastators. I can bring in more of those. Bring in 2 more Imp Fighters. 2 more Bomber Balloons. And why not 4 more Armor Mercenaries? Alright. And I have enough money to get one of my generals to fight it, so... Let's have Edmund do it. Alright, skip that. Oh, only 3 trooper casualties, of course. Alright, conquered Corvus's capital. So it's going to take a turn for it to successfully capital because it'll give him a chance to try to take it back. But alright. So, more mercenary. Okay. Alright, let's just end the turn on the map. Alright, skip. So just the battle here and here and on my capital, which looks like kind of like a last-ditch effort to try to win, but don't think it's going to happen. Alright, so whatever. Ready? Now, right here. Yeah, I don't think 1 Zeppelin is really going to beat all of those units. Okay. And then my capital, again, I have quite a few troopers and stuff on here. I guess I'll just fight this one just real quick just because it's the very last one I have anyway, so I might as well. Alright. Now watch me lose this battle. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Shows us the way. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Actually, I could probably just launch all my units right now at the base. Yeah, why don't we?
faster!
Come on.
Leave a trail of smoke and flame. Construction in progress. Death rides. The grave be their destiny.
And there isn't really much they're going to be able to do against this. You have way too many units.
Recruitment citadel completed. Construction underway, Commander. The Emperor shows us the way. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
I don't even think these units can attack my flyers.
We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Recruitment citadel completed.
Alright. Don't let them get a single advantage. That was probably the quickest victory I've ever had. Although I am not complaining. Alright. Okay. Do I still have another place? No, I don't think I'm getting attacked anywhere else. No. Alright, so that should be the end there. I've conquered all of Corvus. Yeah, victory, dragon conquers Revelon. Alright. So let's see what Maxos has to say to me. I mean...
Welcome back, Commander. One last time, let me welcome you back aboard the Raven. The Empire has been restored. Peace, briefly dethroned, follows in your wake. What three mighty men once set out to do, you have accomplished single-handedly. In the name of an entire world, in the name of delivered millions, I thank you. Long may our friendship last, and long may last your reign.
Okay, so what about Corvus? I mean, he still is on my ship, so...
He has been finally defeated, Commander. So many of his aspects you have destroyed, that he is now but a shell, bereft of all powers. When I dismantle the Raven, him I shall banish to the abyss he came from, and with him, the last remaining traces of that vile traitor, the Architect.
Okay, and so where do we go from here?
Your wife and all her wisdom I have sent out to locate the best and most beauteous spot in Rivellon, where we will build your castle. Then, a capital we'll build around your castle, and an empire around that capital. An empire that will stand for 1,000 years.
Sounds good to me.
But for your blessed realm to remain standing so long, we must destroy every last bit of demon technology, including this majestical Raven. It is a sad thing indeed when such wonders need to be undone, but we cannot trust the nature of man, or any of the others.
Oh, I like my ship.
Soon these machines will be but figments of the imagination. Be like snippets of dreams that fade from memory upon waking. We cannot have it any other way. Give the word, dear dragon, and I shall commence to shape the world anew.
Well, let's see what my shipmates have to say first before you destroy our ship for good.
By all means, Commander. I'm certain they all wish to congratulate you on your victory.
I definitely do want to talk to Corvus, see what he has to say as well. Oh, I can't talk to my queen? Really? I don't know. Maybe she's in the throne room. Oh, no. Where's the imp guy? He's not even here. Ah.
Commander, the Seven have truly favored us all. Heathens wither in the throes of death as we tread by them victoriously. Glory be unto the gods. No mortal can, of course, truly mimic their magnificence, but the harder we try, the more we may find favor in their stern, just eyes. I'm afraid what favor you have found does not quite live up to the expectations I had, but I'm contented in the knowledge that times of peace may just bring the faithful new challenges which we may overcome together. For peace, as you will be aware, so frightfully easily leads to vice. Besides, the Empire is but new. So many who stray have yet to be subjugated. Whatever your merits, Commander, much more can be done. Yes, indeed. After all, so say the hallowed 7 scriptures. The world shall never be perfect until all that stirs is bone.
Praise be, Commander. Rivellon has been saved, and her great green mother with her. Quite clearly, we have but one being to truly thank for this unexpected and inimitable feat. And that is you. Nevermore, I think, has the freedom you have granted us put a greater responsibility on our shoulders in turn, on each and every one of the civilized races. We must earn back the very rights to happiness your liberation entitles us to. I will remain a politician for certain, and I will continue to defend elven viewpoints valiantly, even though you have gone to incredible lengths already to ensure our ideals move beyond the stages of conception and enter the dimension of reality. I foresee a bright future, Commander. Indeed I do. Yes, I may have to contend with dwarves and undead still, but that is no price to pay at all in return for the stability of peace. Thank you. May the spirits of nature guard your soul, and may their wisdom be your constant companion.
Oh, my counselors, you guys are so boring. Let's see if my generals, see if they are a little more interesting. Alright, let's see what Catherine has to say.
Well then, Commander. Looks like it's all over. What seemed impossible only a relatively short while ago has been made a reality. Maxos was right all along. You, the dragon, were destined to redeem the realm. But you have done more than conquer the world, you know. You have been an instrument of redemption. I was a bitter woman when my kingdom was taken from me, and all the more enraged by the injustices I and every woman had to suffer. You, however, have cured both my bitterness and my loss in the faith that any man could be a creature of honor and respect. Thereby you yourself have earned great honor and respect in turn.
I just noticed this skeleton lady back here has a pepper and a pumpkin in her bra. Wow. That's, well, like, okay.
Cherish your victory, Commander, for it is yours more than any other. Long may your memory rouse the heart of each and every being that loves this blessed plot we call Rivellon.
Actually, now that I think about it, how could you even tell if they were male or female? I mean, she's definitely got to have a wig on, right? Okay, alright, I'm thinking about this too much. Anyways, moving on. Alright, what about you, Scarlet?
You did it, Commander! We won! Do you realize what this means? We can go home, live lives of peace! Oh, Lord, I'm gonna be bored all day, aren't I? Oh, but I guess I shouldn't be so selfish. So many people have looked forward to this moment. So many soldiers long to go back to their sweethearts. Let this be a day of love! And if soon I fancy a brawl, I'll trip an orc in a tavern and say the sight of his spotty green arse made my foot twitch. That should get the party started.
Alright, what about you, Henry?
Bulls, we've triumphed, Commander. After long last, we can say, game over, lads, the war is won.
Bulls balls.
No cry rings quite so cheerily and chillingly in the ears of an old warhorse like me. Aye, for I may be a well-seasoned stallion, but I'll be damned if I'm ready to be put out to pasture. And how about you, then? Guess you've made your old man proud. His empire shattered like a stricken sheet of glass, but you've managed to puzzle it all back together. And a good job you did too. Dragons, eh? They'll get the job done. Guess you've got a couple of 100 years ahead of you. Me, a couple of dozen with any luck. That's okay though. I've pretty much accomplished what I wanted and more, thanks to a couple of gentle nudges by your hand. Perhaps Scarlet, Catherine, and I can join forces now, if they be willing. Always some mischief going on in the world in need of setting right? Good then. That's settled. Now, let us drink. You didn't think I was gonna let you gallivant off without joining me in a toast, did you? Come on. Down the hatch. To us, Commander.
Alright, and Edmund.
Ah, Commander. Everyone seems to be in a rather merry mood today, as if our final victory took them all by surprise. Oh, these short-sighted simpletons. Bless them, eh? As though any endeavor that has my backing is not bound to prevail. To be fair, though, I suppose this is indeed a day to be merry. Many gave their utmost to safeguard the Empire. Many gave even their lives. So many proud lizards. And yes, dwarves, elves, the others too. Heed well their sacrifice, Commander, for it is you they fought for. Even more, I think, than the idea that is the realm. Still, the one thing that really matters, the one thing that will be remembered is that the dragon came, saw, and conquered. And there's... But anyway, enough banter. A good sherry is what I need. They brought in some new casks only yesterday, I do believe, so I live in good hopes I may yet have a sip of sherry worthy of its name before this ship is decommissioned, and we with it.
Aw. So I guess they're not going to stick around with me after? Alright, see you in the engineering bay. Let's talk to Grumio. Oh, there's Trinculo. Alright, Grumio, what do you have to say?
There we bally well have it, don't we, my lord? I can't believe it's over. Indeed I don't. No more tinkering, no more hammering, no more engineering.
Yep.
And again, the Raven stopped singing to me long ago. The things she taught me were more precious than anything that rigid old sorcerer could come up with. Time for Grumio to pack it in. Time for my poor cousin Trinculo too. We'll have to invent new wonders all over again. Yes, that'd be good fun, actually. How about I join your court, my lord? Oh, the crafty contrivances I could fashion for you and your wife.
Yeah.
Fountains that spout wine or beer on command. Fans that wave by themselves. You can kiss those smelly orc slaves goodbye. Oh, and carriages that stay cool inside even in the summer. Oh, we'll have us a blast, my lord.
Okay. And where is my queen? I just want to talk to my queen. Alright, but let's see if we can talk to Corvus. I wonder if he's still around. Well, he should be. He's on my ship, so I wonder if he's going to congratulate me for defeating him. Oh, he's like hammering his head. Alright.
It is impossible. Impossible that I have been beaten. I who was so many, reduced to one. So much blood has been spilled, been lost. Not even Magia Sanguinis could tame your soul. For one such as you, I can but stand in awe. Eternities of torment would I have made you suffer. And yet, in the servant I had foreseen, I find my undoer. May Maxos end me swiftly, for such shame sears my soul.
Couldn't we have just killed you before we went to war and wouldn't that have solved a bunch of problems? I don't know. Seems kind of backwards. Oh well. Alright, so I think I've talked to pretty much everything except for Prospera and well, alright, let's just see what they have to say since we've talked to everyone else anyway.
This moment has been so long in the making, Commander, that now the hour strikes, it seems almost unreal. And yet here we are. The war is over. We have won against unthinkable odds. Unlike some, I know full well what this victory means. How important it is to enact what you and Maxos set out to do. It's uncommonly brave to revert time, as it were, and undo the miracles of magic that brought us victory. Only a handful would understand how uncommonly wise this is as well. Such wisdom requires a lizard's mind, I do believe, abounding with primordial profundity, or at least a lizard's vision. You do possess both to a degree, though perhaps not as much as I had hoped. Still, I do not mean to put you on the spot, dear dragon. What you have accomplished outshines the political tribulations we had. And who is to say we shan't find you more accommodating in the future?
I wonder if my queen will also grow this kind of frill on her head. I mean, she did have the little pieces sticking out already. Maybe as they get older.
We are but on the cusp of your illustrious career. Of that I am certain. For I am convinced that more than in the empire you won, your legacy will lie in the empire you will leave behind. It is my fondest desire it will be a realm in which all lizards will reside in freedom and happiness.
Yep. And now Mr. Falstaff. He's probably just going to talk about how he wants to make a ton of money. But let's see.
Commander, allow me to congratulate you. Not just from the bottom of my heart, but the deepest recess of my beer-soaked liver. More affectionately and sincerely, I cannot be. We've come a long way, and along the road, Dwarf and Dragon have become the stoutest of allies. Dare I say it? Friends. You, Commander, no, Emperor, will be a monarch to remember. A man whose memory will wear out untold ages. Rivellon is yours, won fair and square. So treat her well, for a mighty fine realm she is. But come, let's have a drink, you and I. We've earned it both. Today, no politics. Today, no war. Today, we raise our glass to Rivellon and to the dragon who secured her freedom.
Okay, so let's go talk to Maxos. And let's destroy our ship that I'm kind of reluctant to
You
destroy.
have spoken with your companions, Commander? Are you ready to set in motion the realm's new destiny?
Alright, I am ready, Maxos. Let us hereby end the war for good and our engines of war with it.
Very well, Commander. In this end, let us find myriad new beginnings. Now dawns an age of peace. Now breaks in golden light the Pax Draconis.
Pax Draconis.
And so it was that after long last, Sigurd's son, the prince they had called a bastard, became Emperor of Rivellon. Peace descended upon the battle-scarred realm, and each and every war machine was duly destroyed. No longer did demonic technology hold sway, and the world became one of harmony once more. Harmony between magic and nature. As for Maxos, grateful his friend had secured his father's legacy, he knew this would be the beginning of a new age. That of Dragon Knights.
Alright, so I guess that was it. That was the end. Yeah, I guess there's really not much left here. So, let me just double check, continue. Probably just takes me to my last save, my previous save. Let's just double check. Yeah, just takes me to that last previous save. Yeah, so...
Welcome back, Commander. He has been fighting your wife.
I'm...
Soon these machines will be, but by all means, very welcome.
Oh, I guess you don't have to rewatch that again.
And
So, I guess that's the end. I guess my thoughts on... I guess I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty difficult in the beginning until I got a hold of how the battles worked in the map screen. But after that, it kind of became pretty easy. I mean, I was playing it on normal, which I guess out of the 4 difficulties was the 3rd hardest, I suppose. It didn't seem like it was all that difficult in general, though. A lot of the fights you could just auto-resolve, which seemed the ideal way to do it anyway, because if you had a higher percentage, you're more likely to win. And if you went into those fights, you actually think some of them could be actually quite difficult. But overall, I enjoyed it quite a bit, and it seems like there is quite a bit of replayability, because, I mean, your queen does have quite a bit of impact, and in Chapter 2, all the choices you can make with Corvus and whatnot, I mean, I had even a choice to sacrifice my queen to him, but I didn't choose that, obviously. And I do wonder if Chapter 3 would be significantly more difficult the more I used Corvus in Chapter 2, because it said every time I used him he got 5% stronger, so that may have also impacted how difficult or how long Chapter 3 could have potentially have been. But overall, really enjoyed it. Recommend it to everyone. So again, thanks for watching, and that's where I'm going to stop there. So thank you.